Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. So students, in the previous part of the video, we have discussed how to solve a quadratic equation by the method of factorization. And we have solved some question of exercise 4.2. I think we have covered up to question number 4 and I told you to solve question number 5 and question number 6. So I hope you have solved, but I think I should tell you question number 6 because it is little bit big and it is little bit different. Okay, so I am going to start last question of exercise 4.2. So students, I hope you all having NCERT book. So see, a cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. Okay, it was observed that on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than the twice of the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of the production was rupees 90, find the number of article produced and cost of each article. Okay, now student, there is a pot industry, okay, which is producing a pottery article, okay, means mitti wale cheez, okay, and it was observed that the cost of each article is cost of each article is 3 more than the twice of the number of article produced on each day. Okay, now what we have to assume, we have to assume how many number of article produced and what is the cost of each article. Okay, so what we will do, we will assume, let the number of articles produced is equal to x. Okay, now I am going to repeat the question one more time. There is a cottage industry which produces a certain number of articles in a day. Suppose it is producing 10 articles a day. Okay, so it was observed that on a particular day, on a specified day, the cost of production of each article was 3 more than the twice of the number of articles produced on that day. Okay, so what we have assumed, we have produced, let x number of articles is produced on a certain days. Okay, so what will be the cost of each article? So cost of each article produced on a certain day, suppose it is y. Okay, suppose x number of articles produced and the cost of each article produced on a certain day is y. Now according to the question, the cost of each article is 3 more than the twice of the number of articles produced on a day. It means y is equal to 2 times of x plus 3. Is it clear? Now you can see the cost of production of each article means whatever is the cost of each article is 3 more than the twice of number of articles produced on that day. So twice of number of article produced is x. So that's why cost of each article, that is y, equal to 2 into x plus 3. It means that y equal to 2x plus 3. This is the cost of one article. Okay, this is the cost of one article. Okay, now suppose there are 10 articles. There are 10 articles means 10 things, and its cost is, suppose 10 articles produced. Okay, and the cost of one article is cost of one article is suppose 5 rupees. For example, cost of one article is 5 rupees. So what is the cost of all the articles? I am going to repeat the question again. Suppose our company is producing some articles. It is producing 10 articles, okay, a day, and cost of one article is 5. So what will be the cost of 10 articles? That will be equal to 10 into 5, 50. Similarly, in this question, the total cost of production is given. Total cost of production is given. Total cost of production is given. Okay, and total cost of production can be, listen, total cost of production is how much? 90 rupees. Okay, so how we will calculate the total cost of production? When we will multiply the number of articles to the cost of each article, we will get total cost of production. Suppose you have 10 pencil and the cost of one pencil is 10 rupees. So what will be the cost of 10 pencil? That is 10 into 10. So what you have done? You have multiplied the number of article to the cost of each article. So that total cost will be equal to x into y, which is equal to 90. Okay, this is the number of article produced and this is the cost of each article. When they both will be multiplied, that will be equal to 90. Now, because we have to form quadratic equation, so we can put the value of I in this equation now. So what I am going to do, I will put this value, suppose it is equation number 1, it is equation number 2. So I will put the value of y in equation number 2. So I can write x into 2x plus 3 equal to 90. Now solve it. It is 2x square plus 3x equal to 90. Now 2x square plus 3x minus 90 equal to 0. We got the quadratic equation now. Now you can solve it by factorization method. So 2 into 90, that will be 180. Now because the sign of 90 is minus, so we will take 2 factor of 180 so that when we will subtract them we will get 3. So I think 15 and 12. Okay, so now 2x square plus 15x minus 12x minus 90. Why I have not put bracket here? Because here is plus sign. Okay, now between these two what is common? X. So it will come 2x plus 15. Okay, and between 2 minus 6 will common because first term is negative, so minus, and between these two 6 will be common. So here will be 2x plus 15 equal to 0. Now what we will get? We will get 2x plus 15 and x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, so note down these things. After that we will what? We will what do? We will equate these two factor equal to 0. Okay, so I am erasing this part. I am erasing this part. So when 2x plus 15 equal to 0, we will get 2x equal to minus 15. So x will be equal to minus 15 by 2. Now, see student, can the number of article produced in a day be negative? No. Either you will produce 1 or you will produce 2 or many or 0. You will not produce negative. Okay, so number of articles cannot be negative. So this value will not accepted. We cannot accept this. Now second value, x minus 6 equal to 0. So x equal to 6. Yes, it can be correct. So number of articles produced in a day is equal to x, that is 6. That will be your answer. So note down this thing. It is the number of article. Okay, so student, number of article we have calculated. One more thing question is asking, that is the cost of each article. So what was the cost of each article? So cost of each article was y, and y was equal to 2x plus 3. So now put the value of y x. So 2 into 6 plus 3, that is 12 plus 3, that is 15. So y is 15. So means the number of articles producing in a day is 6 and the cost of each article is equal to 15. Okay, so by that way you can solve this type of question. Very simple. Whenever you have problem in word problems, so what you do, you read the last line. So in the last line it is clear that what thing we have to calculate, so that thing you will assume. That question was asking how many articles in a certain day, so I have assumed x article. Then cost of production is also there, so cost of each article is y. Now after that I found a condition that cost of each article is 3 more than the twice of the number of article produced in a day, so we got y equal to 2x plus 3. After that the total cost of production in a day was 90, and total cost of production can be calculated by the product of number of article into cost of each article. When they both will be multiplied, which will be equal to 90. When you after that you will solve the equation, then you will find the value of x. Two values of x, one will be negative, one will be positive. So positive value we will accept. So because x was number of article produced in a day, so x equal to 6. Now we have to calculate the cost of each article was also. So that was y, and y was equal to 2x plus 3. So 2 into 6 plus 3. So we got 15. So cost of each article was y, and that is 15 rupees. Total company produced 6 articles and cost of each article is 15. Now you can verify your answer also. See, total cost of production was 90 now. And I told you total cost of production is nothing but the product of x into y. So x is 6 and y is 15. So when these two will be multiplied, how much you will get? You will get 90. So it means our answer is correct. So now note down this. So by this way, we have finished exercise 4.2. Now student, after this exercise, I will tell you the method. I will solve 1 or 2 questions from that method, and you have to solve the complete exercise because you have to practice, not I. Okay. If you have a problem, then you can ask in the doubt session. Okay. Be sure that whatever things I will tell you, if you will focus on that, you will be able to solve the whole exercise by yourself only. Okay. So it is not that I will not solve, I will solve. I will tell you the method, I will solve 1 or 2 questions, and based upon that method you will solve the remaining question. Okay, that is the method to solve the mathematics. Okay, so I am going to erase this question. Now students, we will start a new method to solve a quadratic equation. Okay, so new method is completing the square method to find the solution of quadratic equations. Okay, this is the second method. Completing the square method to find the solution of quadratic equation. Solution means you have to find the value of variable or roots of the equations. Okay, solution is same as roots. Okay, so this is a new method to find the solution of a quadratic equations. It is very simple and it is very important also. Okay, this is new method, and this is always comes in the board's examination. Okay, so I will tell you this method by one example. Okay. Now, suppose one example is there. Solve 9x square minus 15x plus 6 equal to 0 by completing the square method. Okay, solve means you have to find the roots or you have to find the solution. Okay, this is the question. We have to solve this quadratic equation by which method? By completing the square method. So student, first note down the question. What is the question? So question is 9x square minus 15x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, now what is the first step of this method? First step is that whatever is the coefficient of x square, you have to make it 1. Means you have to make the coefficient of x square is 1. But in this question, the coefficient of x square is what? 9. Okay, so what you do? You divide both two sides by 9. Whatever is the coefficient of 9, you will divide this equation by 9 only. Okay, suppose here is 5, so you will divide by 5. Here is 3, so you will divide by 3. Okay, or you can take common. Okay, both method. So what I am going to do, divide 9 in both sides. Okay, divide by 9, sorry, divide by 9 in both sides. Why we are doing that? Because we have to make the coefficient of x square 1, and because here the coefficient of x square is 9, so when it will become 1? When it will be divided by 9. So I am going to divide 9 in both sides. So what will be there? 9x square by 9, sorry, 9x square minus 15x plus 6 whole divided by 9, and it is 0 divided by 9. Okay, I have divided both sides by 9. Now write each term separately. So when you will write each term separately, you will do 9x square by 9 minus 15x by 9 plus 6 by 9 equal to, now student, 0 divided by any number is equal to 0, so it will become 0. Okay, so now solve it. So 9 divided by 9 will be 1, so it will become only x square. After that it will become minus 15 upon 9x, and it will become 6 by 9 equal to 0. Now it can further simplify, na student. 15 by 9 can be further simplified. So see, here will be x square minus, now it can be written as 5 upon 3x, because when you will simplify it, it will come 5 upon 3, and here is also 2 by 3 equal to 0. So by doing that, we have made the coefficient of x square is what? 1. So first step is over. First step is that whatever is the coefficient of x square, you have to make it 1. So by make it 1, because the earlier here it is 9, so we have divided both two sides by 9. So we make the coefficient of x square 1. After that, what we will do? We will see the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is what? 5 by 3. Coefficient of, forget the negative sign, just only focus the number. Okay, the coefficient of x is 5 by 3. So what you do? You multiply 5 by 3 to 1 by 2. Okay, you multiply 5 by 3 to 1 by 2. So when 5 by 3 is multiplied by 1 by 2, what you will get? You will get 5 upon 6. You will get na? Listen, first we have made the coefficient of x square 1. After that we have seen the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 5 by 3. Just see the number, not the sign. The coefficient of x is 5 by 3. So what you do? You multiplied 5 by 3 to 1 by 2. So what I have done? 5 by 3 is multiplied to 1 by 2. So it comes 5 by 6. So whatever number you got after multiplication, so you got 5 by 6. So both side what you do? You will add the square of 5 by 6. Both side you will do the square of 5 by 6. You will add. Because you know na, in equation we can add or subtract anything to both sides. If you want to add 5 in one side, then you will add 5 in the other side also. It will not affect the equation. Okay. In equation we can add any number to both the side. Means if you are adding 3 here, so you will add 3 here also. If you will add 1 here, so you will add 1 here also. Means whatever number you are adding to the LHS, same number you will add to RHS. By doing that, equation will remain same. Nothing will be different. Okay. So after multiplying 5 by 3 to 1 by 2, we got 5 by 6. Now do the square of 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 square you got now. So what you do? You will add this 5 by 6 whole square to both the sides. So what I am going to do? X square minus 5 by 3x plus 2 by 3. It was earlier. And when I will add 5 by 6 whole square here also, and in the RHS also. So RHS was 0. So 0 plus 5 by 6 ka square. Same thing we have added to LHS also and RHS also. Okay. Now solve it. So it will be x square minus 5 by 3x. Now what you do? You place this 5 by 6 square this side. 5 by 6 square and 2 by 3 equal to 5 by 6 whole square. Okay. Now I am erasing this part. Now student, now what you have to do after this? Okay, we have added 5 by 6 whole square. After this, what we will do? We will take 3 terms together in LHS. And what are the 3 terms? First term will be our x square term, second term will be x term, and the third term will be square term. So what we will do? We will take these 3 terms. Now remember one thing, you have to take 3 terms. First will be x square, second will be x wala term, and third will be square wala term. Okay, so these 3 terms will be together, and this 2 by 3 will be transferred to this side, means LHS side. So see, x square minus 5 by 3 x plus 5 by 6 square. It is equal to 5 by 6 whole square minus 2 by 3. Now student, just see this 3. Is it forming any identity? You have no a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. So what is the a minus b whole square, student? A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is na, and these 3 things is this form, like this form. So see, in place of a, x square is there, and in place of 2ab minus 5 by 3x is there, and in place of b square 5 by 6 whole square. So see, what I am going to write, I can write this x square. This can be written as minus 2 into x into 5 by 6, and this is 5 by 6 whole square. And in this side I can solve it to 25 by 36 minus 2 by 3. Now see student, is it any formula na? It is a minus b whole square. You can see it is a minus b whole square, because when you will solve it na, you will get that much identity. See, when 2 will be cancelled, 6 will be cancelled by 2, you will get 5 upon 3 into x. So when you will solve this thing, you will get this only. Okay, so by seeing this, we can say this is a formula. And which formula? A minus b whole square. In place of a, x is here. In place of b, 5 by 6 is here. So you have completed the square now. So this thing can be written as x minus 5 by 6 ka square. Now most of the student will think, sir, why you have written minus? Why you have not written plus? Because in plus, in a plus b whole square, there are all terms positive, and here the one term is negative. So negative is there. So I will think about the a minus b whole square. Okay. So this is can be written like a minus 5 by 6 whole square. Now this thing can be solved by taking LCM. So LCM of 36 and 3 will be 36. So here will be 25, and here 36 divided by 3, 12, and 12 2s are 24. Okay. Now little bit different, you will easily understand, don't worry. Okay, one or two questions it will take time, otherwise after that you can easily solve. Now here x minus 5 by 6 ka square, and here will be 1 by 36. Now when this square side will go this side, it will become square root, and when square root will be there, there will be two signs, one will be plus and other will be negative. You have to take both. So x minus 5 by 6, and when this square side will be removed, here will come under root 1 by 36, and in front plus minus. Why plus minus, student? Because the square of positive number is also negative, square of positive number is also positive, and square of negative number is also positive. So both value will take, plus value be or minus value be. So when square will be removed, in front of that plus minus sign. So x minus 5 by 6 will become plus minus, the square root of 1 by 36 will be, square root of 1 will be 1, and square root of 36 will be 6, so 1 by 6. Okay. Now what you do, you transfer this 5 by 6 this side. So see, x plus minus 1 by 6 it was earlier, and then plus 5 by 6. Okay. Now here is 2 now. First we will take plus 1 by 6, and then we will take minus 1 by 6. So when x equal to, first we will take plus, so plus 1 by 6 and plus 5 by 6. So x will be equal to, LCM will be 6, so 1 plus 5, so x will be equal to 6 by 6, so x equal to 1. Okay. And when x equal to, in the next part what we will take minus, so minus 1 by 6 and plus 1 by 5 by 6. So what we will get, x equal to, LCM will be 6 minus 1 plus 5, so x equal to 4 by 6, it means 2 by 3. So two values we got. First value was x equal to 1, and second value was 2 by 3. So roots are 1 and 2 by 3, or you can write like this, x equal to 1 comma 2 by 3. So this is our answer, and this is known as completing the square method. Okay. In first question you will take time, don't panic. Okay, because when we study new thing na, it will take some time to understand. Okay, so don't worry about that sir, it is very difficult. It is very simple. Okay, I will tell you the method again. First, whatever equations is given, first step is that you have to make the coefficient of x square is 1. If it is 1, then it is okay. Our step will be more simpler. If it is not 1, then you have to make 1 by dividing, like I have did in the question. Okay. After that, you have to see the coefficient of x. Whatever is the coefficient of x, you have to multiply them by 1 by 2. Here was 5 by 3, so I have multiplied to them by 1 by 2. So I got 5 by 6. So after multiplying whatever number we got, we take the square of that. and we will add that square to the both side, LHS also and RHS also. After that, in the LHS side we have taken three terms together. In three terms, first term was x square term, second term was x term, and the third term was the square term. And whatever thing will be remaining, that will be transferred to the right hand side. Then we will make the complete the square. Then we have solved that, and after solving that we got two values. After solving that we got this expression. So when we got this expression, so we have transferred this 5 by 6 to this side. After that, because here is plus and minus, so we will take first plus and then minus. So when I have taken plus 1 by 6, so plus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, when I have solved them, I got x equal to 1. And when I have taken negative sign, so when x equal to minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6, I got 2 by 3. So there is the solution. Okay. One more question I will tell you, children. Don't worry, so that you can easily understand. One question from exercise I can tell you, or this question. Suppose example 1. Suppose it is the example, solve 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0 by completing the square method. Completing the square method. Now note down the question. So question is 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. What is the first step, children? The first step is that we have to make the coefficient of x square equal to 1. But here the coefficient of x square is 3. So what you will do, you will divide these two equations by 3. These two side by 3. Okay, so that we will make the coefficient of x square 1. Whatever is the coefficient of x square, you will divide both two sides by that only, because we have to make the coefficient of x square 1. So what I am going to do, I will divide these two sides by 3. So 3x square minus 5x. Why we are dividing? Because we want the coefficient of x square 1. 0 by 3. So write the each term separately. So it can be written as 3x square by 3 minus 5x upon 3 plus 2 by 3, and when 0 divided by any number, it will come 0. Now this 3 will be cancelled, so here will become x square. Now minus 5 by 3x plus 2 by 3 equal to 0. Okay. Listen, children, it is the same question whatever I have solved. Okay, so let's change the question. Okay, whatever question I have solved earlier, it is same. So let's change the question. I thought it is a different question, but it is same. Suppose this is question. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, we have to solve this question by completing. Listen, student, whatever question I have written just before this, it was same as the previous question, so that's why I have erased it. Okay, so it is a new question. So we have to solve 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. Now we have to make coefficient of x square 1, so we will divide this expression by 2. So 2x square minus 7x plus 3 divided by 2 equal to 0 by 2. Now write each term separately. So 2x square by 2 minus 7x by 2 plus 3 by 2, and 0 divided by any number is equal to 0. So it will become x square, it will become minus 7 by 2x, and it will become 3 by 2. So by doing that we have made the coefficient of x square 1. ये बन गया coefficient of x square कितना आ गया 1. Now after this I told you you have to see the coefficient of x. You have to see the coefficient of x. You have just see the number, okay? Don't see the sign, just see the number. So after seeing the number, the coefficient of x is 7 by 2. So what I told you, whatever is the coefficient of x, that coefficient is multiplied by 1 by 2. So what you will get? 7 by 4. Okay? So whatever number you got after multiplication, that is 7 by 4, you have to take square of that number. So 7 by 4 square. Okay? And that 7 by 4 square you have to add in LHS also and RHS also. So see, what I am going to do, I will do x square minus 7 by 2x plus 3 by 2 plus 7 by 4 square, and here is 0 plus 7 by 4 square. Okay? Now, what I told you after that, I told you you have to take 3 terms in LHS together. And what are the 3 terms? X square term, x term, and the square term. So, first x square, then 7 by 2x, then 7 by 4 square, and this 3 by 2 here is equal to 7 by 4 square. Now, this is a formula, and which formula it is? It is the expansion of a minus b whole square. This thing can be also be represented like this, x square, and see, it is a 2ab term, not 2ab term, and in place of 2ab here is 7 by 2x, but we have to represent it in the form of 2ab. So in place of a here x is there, and in place of b here 7 by 4 is there. So I will write this like this, 2 into x into 7 by 4 plus 7 by 4 का square. ठीक है? Because we have to take these 3 terms, so we have to change this only these 3 terms. And whatever things are there, you have to transfer this side. So 7 by 4 square, and when this will transfer from this side to this side, it will become 3 by 2. Now most of the student will say, sir, why you have done this thing like this? Because I have to write like this form, a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is equal to a minus b whole square. You all know. So first we have to represent this like this now. So when you will solve it now, you will get this only, that's 7 by 2x. See, 4 will be cancelled by 2, so it will come 7 by 2 only. So this can be the formula of a minus b whole square. So in place of a, x is here, in place of b, 7 by 4 is here. So x minus 7 by 4 square, and here will be 7 by 4 ka square will be 49 by 16 minus 3 by 2. Now x minus 7 by 4 ka square is equal to LCM of 16 and 2 will be 16. Now here will be 49 and here will be 24. Okay, so what you will get? X minus 7 by 4 square equal to 25 by 16. Okay. Now I told you now, when this square side will be removed, when this square side will go this side, it will become square root, and with the sign of plus and minus. So here will be x minus 4 and x minus 7 by 4, which is equal to plus minus, because we have to take both two signs, plus also and minus also, plus minus, then under root 25 by 16. Okay, plus minus 25, because when square will be removed and when it will go to that side, it will become square root. So now x minus 7 by 4 is equal to plus minus square root of 25 will be 5 and square root of 16 will be 4. So that much we got now. Now transfer this to that side. So x will be equal to plus minus 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4. So because it is two value now, first is plus, second is minus, so we will take two terms. when first you will take plus, so when x equal to plus 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4, it will become x equal to, LCM will be 4, 5 plus 7, it means 12 by 4. Okay, so see, x comes 12 by 4, so x equal to 3. First value we got. Now, when x equal to, now we will take minus. First we have taken plus, then we will take minus. So when x equal to minus 5 by 4 plus 7 by 4, so x will be equal to, LCM will be 4, and this is minus 5 plus 7. So x will be equal to 2 by 4, so x will be equal to 1 by 2. So roots are 3 and 1 by 2, or you can write like this also, x equal to 3 comma 1 by 2. Okay, so this is our answer. So this method is known as the completing the square method. Okay, I hope you have understood. One more thing is left, the quadratic formula, which is also known as Sridharacharya formula to find the solution of quadratic equation. There are three methods to find the solution of quadratic equation. First was factorization, second was completing the square method, and third quadratic formula, which is known as Sridharacharya formula. So up to this part we have covered two methods to find the solution of quadratic equation. One more method is left, which I will tell you in the next class. Okay, so student, whatever questions are given in the book or example or in the R.D. Sharma or R.S. Agarwal, you can solve by factorization method also and by completing the square method also. In the next part of the video, I will tell you the Sridharacharya formula or quadratic formula to find the solution of quadratic equations. So till then, have a nice day. Take care, children. Thank you.